Hello dear students, how are you all? Hope you all are fine. Hope you all are fit and healthy at your home. I'm Sandhya Patel, your science teacher from Sandhya High School. So today we are going to start a new chapter, that is synthetic fibers and plastic. Standard 7, you must have studied a chapter whose name was Fiber to Fabric. Right? In that chapter, you you had you have studied about what are fibers and different types of fibers. And in that chapter, you also must have studied that how fiber are being made into fabric. Now, in this chapter, we are going to in that chapter you must have studied about natural fibers. But in this chapter, we are going to study about synthetic fibers and plastics. So now let's quickly revise what is fiber. What is fiber? The clothes which we wear are made of fabrics, right? The clothes which we are wearing. How they are made? They are being made of fabric. Fabrics are made from fibers obtained from natural or artificial sources. Now the question is that how these fabrics are being made? They are made from fibers, and there are two main sources of fibers, that are natural or artificial sources. Fibers are also used for making a large variety of household articles. So, what is the another use of fiber? They have been used for making many varieties of household articles. So, let's see. There are two types of fiber. You must all know. You must be knowing that there are two types of fiber. Which are they? Let's see. Types of fibers: natural fiber and synthetic fiber. From the name itself, you can understand that what is natural fiber and what is synthetic fiber. Natural fiber means the naturally occurring fibers that humans derive from plants or animals are known as natural fibers. Natural fibers are those fibers which are being obtained from the nature itself, like they have been obtained from plants, either from plants or from the animals. So they are known as natural fibers. For example, cotton, wool, silk, etc. These are the example of natural fiber. You can see in this picture. This is the picture of a natural fiber. Let's see what is synthetic fiber. Fibers that are made or created by humans are known as synthetic or man-made fibers. Humans have been able to make a variety of synthetic fibers, for example, rayon, nylon, etc. Okay, synthetic fiber. From name, what we can conclude that it is something been made by human. It is a man-made fiber created by human beings. So they are known as synthetic or man-made fibers. And the example of synthetic fibers are rayon and nylon. So we are in this chapter we are going to focus on synthetic fiber only. In the chapter in the standard 7 we have studied about natural fibers, but in this chapter we are going to see synthetic fibers. Now the question is, we are going to see synthetic fiber, but the question is, what is synthetic fiber? How they are being made? Before explaining what is synthetic fiber, carefully look at the picture. What it is a bead chain, right? And it is a paperclip chain. Now the purpose of showing this picture is that the synthetic fiber are being made by joining the small unit of a chain. It is a chain of a small unit. Let's see what is synthetic fiber. A synthetic fiber is made up of a chain of small units joined together. How the synthetic fiber are being made? They are made by joining small unit and forming a chain. A chain of small units is being formed by joining it together. So this is how synthetic fiber are being made. Each small unit is actually a chemical substance. Now, the small units which are being used to make a chain are basically what they are. They are chemical substances. Many such small units combine to form a large single unit called a polymer. Now, what happens? That many such small units they are being combined, and what they form? They form a large single unit, and that is known as polymer. Now, the question is polymer. Let's see. Now, the question is what is polymer? Now, let's see what is polymer. Polymer is a Greek word in which poly means many and mer means unit. So basically polymer is a Greek word. The word consists of two main words, that is poly and mer. Poly means many and mer means unit. So we can say that hence polymer are large molecule made up of several molecules or monomers linked together. So how polymer are being made? They are being made by linking together several molecules or monomers. Monomers means the small unit which are being combined to form large molecule. Basically that single unit is known as monomer. So this single unit are being linked together and they form the large molecule that is known as polymer. Now the question is polymer where they are found? They are found in nature. They occurs in nature. So let's see example. Cotton, for example, is a polymer called cellulose. So cotton is an example which contains a polymer called cellulose. So I hope synthetic fiber is clear to you all. Now let's see types of synthetic fiber, which are the types and which are the examples. This is rayon. Let's see what is rayon. It is made from cellulose obtained from wood pulp. How they are made? How rayon is made? They are been made by using cellulose that are been obtained from wood pulp. We all know that wood contains cellulose. So that cellulose is being extracted from the wood of the rayon, and rayon is made out of that. Rayon resembles silk in appearance, texture and shine, hence it is also known as artificial silk. Now how rayon is resembling? It is resembling same like silk. It is having appearance same like silk. It has also texture and shine just like silk. So it is also known as artificial silk. Silk fiber was discovered in China and made from silkworms. It has a beauty It had a beautiful texture and was very costly. By the end of 19th century, scientists managed to make an artificial silk-like fiber made by treating wood pulp chemically. Now, this is the history of how the rayon was discovered. What happened? That in China, silk fiber was discovered. It was discovered from a insect called silkworm. So the question, if you are asked that from where we are getting the silk fiber, you will say that it will obtain from the silkworm. So what happened? Let's see ahead. It is given that it had a beautiful texture. The texture of that fiber was very beautiful and relatively costly. It is very costly. So all the people cannot afford that thing, right? So therefore what happened? The scientists, what they do? They make the artificial silk like fiber which are being made by treating wood pulp chemically. So the scientists have made this rayon because they want some fiber which is resembling like silk. So they discovered rayon. Now let's see what are the uses of rayon. This man-made fiber uses natural material, wood pulp, and can be woven like silk fiber. So we have seen that the source of the rayon is, it is a natural material. It is when obtained from the pulp of the wood, and it can also be woven like a silk fabric. It is cheaper than silk and can be dyed in variety of colors. Relatively it is cheaper than silk and can be dyed in a variety of colors. So these are the things characteristic of rayon. You can say that why rayon is being developed. It is to replace silk because it has a similar texture, shine and beauty like silk, but it is relatively cheaper than the silk. So this is why rayon are being manufactured or developed. Now let's see what it is used for. It can be make apparel like suits, slacks, jackets, etc. Make automobile tire cord because of its strength. Mix with cotton to make bedsheets and bedspreads. Mix with wool to make carpets and blankets. Used to make other home furnishings such as curtains and tablecloths. It is used to make containers, car upholstery, etc. So these are the uses of rayon. Used rayon are being used for many of things. They are used for making suits, slacks, jackets, tire cord, bedsheet, bedspread, carpets, blankets, tablecloths, curtains, containers, etc. These are the things which are being made from rayon. So this is how rayon are being used. Now let's see another synthetic fiber. It is nylon. Nylon is a synthetic fiber obtained from coal, water and air. From where we are obtaining nylon, it has been obtained from coal, water and air. So from this material, the synthetic fiber or the nylon are being obtained. The first fully synthetic fiber obtained was nylon. So you can say that fully this was the first fiber which was fully synthetic. That is, it is been fully made by the human. So it is the first fully synthetic fiber which was obtained. Now let's see the characteristic. Characteristic properties are that it is light, strong and elastic, lustrous and easy to wash. So these are the characteristics. You must remember the characteristic of nylon. That is, it is relatively light, it is strong and elastic in nature. It is also lustrous and easy to wash. So these are the characteristics. Nylon finds application in the manufacturing of socks, ropes, tents, car sheet, belts, sleeping bags, curtains, etc. So where they are being used, what are being manufactured with the help of nylon? So we can say socks, rope, tents, car sheet, belts, sleeping bags, curtains. These are being manufactured from the nylon. You can see in the picture, right? This is socks, this is brush, this is curtain, this is the parachute, and this is the rope of the nylon, and this is the nylon. So these are been made from the nylon. Nylon is also used for making parachutes and rope for rock climbing. We can see in the picture I just shown, right, that it has been it is being used for making ropes that are helpful in rock climbing. So this is all about nylon. That it is a nylon fiber and it was made using coal, water and air. It was the first fully synthetic fiber which was fully synthetic fiber. Characteristic, we have seen that it is light, strong, elastic, lustrous and easy to wash. We have also seen the application that what things can be made with the help of nylon, that is socks, ropes, tents, car seat belts, sleeping bag, curtains, etc. and also used in making parachute and ropes for rock climbing. So this was all about the nylon. So for today, this much only. What you have to do, you have to go through all the PPTs, you have to write this thing in your notebook. It will be important for your exam, and also you have to do revision at your home. So I'm not going to give any type of homework. What you have to do, you have to write all this thing in your notebook. So for today, this much only. In your next class, we are going to see what is given ahead in your textbook. So for today, this much only. Thank you so much.